Welcome to this Final Cut Pro 10 training. My name is Larry Jordan. This is Chapter 4, Media Management, and this session is importing from tape-based cameras. In this session, I want to explain the limitations of tape-based capture, explain the process of how to capture from tape, and show you how to capture a tape in Final Cut. Currently, there are some important import limitations in Final Cut Pro 10. As of release date, Final Cut only supports media capture from FireWire-attached devices. Media must be streamed and captured in real time. Final Cut does not have the ability to control a deck using timecode or RS-422 protocols. And Final Cut does not support capturing media in batches. So here's the steps to import from tape. You connect the camera or the deck and turn it on. Load the tape you want to capture. In Final Cut Pro, choose File, Import from Camera. Keyboard shortcut is Command-I. If you have multiple devices connected, then just select the appropriate device. Use the J, K, and L keys to navigate the tape where you want to start. Click the Import button on screen, choose your import settings, then play the tape. Click Stop Import to stop importing that shot. So, let me show you how to import media from a camera or deck. Just as we would for a tapeless camera, we click the Import from Camera icon, or Command-I, or File, Import from Camera. I have a Sony DSR-11 attached to this computer via FireWire, and I select the deck, and this is some snowboard footage that was supplied to me by Standard Films in Lake Tahoe. I cue the tape up to the point that I want to capture. I'm using the J, K, and L keys, spacebar to play, spacebar to stop, J to go backwards, K to stop, L to go forwards. Type J multiple times, you'll go and rewind. Type L multiple times, you'll go fast forward. So I'm going to just cue up the shot just about to the point where I want to start. To begin the capture, click the Import button. It says, do you want to create a new event? I say yes, and we're going to call this event Snowboarding. And this one I'm going to save to the second drive. Because we're capturing from tape, most often capturing from tape does not need to be optimized, which is why it's grayed out. If Final Cut decides that the format that it's seeing from the tape does not need optimization, it'll gray this back. I don't need to stabilize this, so I'm going to leave the rest of these settings just as I have them set, and I click Import. It's now capturing, and it starts the deck. When the shot's complete, I'll stop the deck, and Final Cut treats that as though it's reached the end of the tape. Final Cut will capture the shot until a couple of different conditions are met. One, if I click the Stop Import button, it'll stop capture. Two, if it reaches the end of the tape, or if I push the Stop button on the tape deck, it'll stop capture. Or if it runs out of free space on your hard disk, it'll stop capture. In this particular case, because I pushed the Stop button on the deck, the end of tape message appears. I'll click OK. And now that I'm done, I'll click Close. And notice that a new event has been scheduled here. It's snowboarding. Click it. And it's getting itself imported. It's importing the media. It's rendering it. Oh, generating thumbnails is what it's actually doing. It's always nice to see this because you can click on it and say, what the heck is going on? Twirl down one of these arrows and it'll tell you. Click the close box to put it away. But even though it's busy doing its background thing, I can click hold and skim through here. If you ever want to see an image full screen, you can do that. You can go up to the View menu, go to Playback, and select Play Full Screen. Keyboard shortcut is Shift-Command-F. And poof, you're looking at Playback Full Screen. To get back out, hit the Escape key. You know, that's a handheld shot, and it is kind of bouncy back and forth. Well, let's just select this clip, go up to Modify, Analyze and Fix, and let's analyze for stabilization, and click OK. And now, in addition to all the other stuff that's going on, it's also doing analysis of the clip and making sure that we can image stabilize it. We'll talk more about that as we get farther into editing, but it's nice to know that even if you decide after you've captured a shot that you can go back and do additional analysis select the clip or the clips you want to analyze, go up to the Modify menu, and select Analyze. By the way, just as a note, if you need to capture more than one shot, and frankly most of us do, then just repeat this process. Once you've stopped the importing of the first shot, cue the tape to the second shot, click the Import button, the tape will start to play the tape through the shot or shots you want to capture, and click Stop Import. Do this as many times as you need for all the shots that you need, and they will each be added one right after the other into the event library that you set up when you captured the first shot. Final Cut Pro 10 can capture from videotape, but its functions are much more limited than Final Cut 7. Final Cut 10 can, however, create archives of tape-based assets for later editing or archiving, and I'll show you how to create these archives a little later in this chapter. Tape-based capture as of now only supports FireWire devices, and it's always in real time. However, a good piece of news is that generally capture from tape does not need optimization. My name is Larry Jordan, and thanks for watching this Final Cut Pro 10 training.